Bro, I almost cried. Like, you know how when cry go they build up, they come. Like they hold and back say, oh, mom, don't go cry for here. If you cry now, fuck up. Oh. You know, because other email, they come, they see me, they cry. In my mind, this me thinking. I they try counter, they cry, they build up, I won't cry.
A TikTok content creator who made false health claims about Nollywood actress Dayo Amusa has revealed details of his 2 days in Yaba Panti police station.
I spent 2 days locked up in Yaba Panti, and aside from losing my mom, that was absolutely the worst experience of my entire life. Or more. I'm sure a lot of people will be in the comments now celebrating, say, yes, they don't finally lock up. Yes, good for you. It's well. We thank God we survived it. Anyway, I just wanted to come here and share my experience being locked up for the very first time in jail. Hopefully my last, because I don't want to ever do anything where it would make me see inside cell again. So, police invited me. I went to Yaba Panti. You know, we did all of that. So showed me the petition. I wrote statement, They now told me that I was going to be detained. My mind started to beat like this because of all the stories I don't hear. Now Yaba Panti is the most notorious, you know, police station. And there they lock the craziest of all the criminals. Hey, God. You know when you're so scared, where shit will come, they worry you. Hot shit been they worry me. I they beg the officer, say, I beg, make I go shit. Because in my mind, in that place, now people were shitting on their body, people were pissing on their body. That's what I was imagining, that there was no even toilet, nothing, you know, Thankfully, there was actually a toilet inside the jail. So I begged the police officer, say, officer, I beg, make I go shit. The man no agree. By this time, they have removed my shoe, removed all my distance. I just did. They walk out barefooted for that place. Like, see, Anyway, they took me to the jail cell. As they just brought me to the gate of the jail, like this, see a barrage of boys just came. You know, they pushed those one back, opened the cell, threw me inside, and locked it. So when I got into the cell, one rugged-looking guy now came, stood in my front. Another one was behind me. He now told me that I should dobale and say, good afternoon, officer. So they call like high-ranking inmates inside that cell. They call themselves officer. Say I should dobale and say, good afternoon, officer. That's why I lie down flat on the ground. I say, good afternoon, officer. I stand up. They say, dobale again. I lie down again. Good afternoon, officer. Inside this cell, there is no furniture of any kind. It's just an open cell. And then, you know, this kind of toilet tiles on the ground. The place itself is not even fully covered. So mosquito, oh my goodness. The mosquito wait there inside that place. So everybody, they lie down on top, bed tiles, cold. You know, Lagos, where rain they fall anyhow. It rain even fell that night. So you have to lie down on that bed tiles. No furniture of any kind. You know, immediately when I reach like this, I come back and say, can I go and use the toilet? Can I go and ease myself? So now pit latrine. Inside that same room like this, towards the left, you have the like 4 pit latrines there. So I went there, I eased myself. There's no door to this pit latrine. So you know how pit latrine they smell. So imagine pit latrine inside cell. How the thing they smell, no door. So see where you are sleeping, see pit latrine here. So all the smell from all the pit latrine just they come up. They enter inside the cell. So you are literally sleeping in a toilet. And they breathe in pit latrine, they breathe out pit latrine throughout my time there. Bruh, I said the absolute worst. But it now turns out that was even lucky. Imagine me finding myself in such a situation, and I found out that I'm even lucky because they said that is actually one of the best cells there. That if it was like the other one that I went to, if they say they go drop me for that one, saying first of all now beating they go use welcome me, and that place, that other cell, camera no dey. So in our own cell, there's one camera. The camera doesn't cover the entire cell. But because of the camera, you know, people have to, you know, behave themselves because they are watching us. So that said, there was no camera there. And they say there's no light in that side. Safe to say they carry me go there. See my own for finish. So I even thank God. Inside that situation where I did, I still thank God. Bro, when I just entered the time to make I go sit down one place. After I don't use toilet, I go sit down for one place or more. Bro, I almost cried. Like, you know how when cry go they build up, they come, like they hold and back, say, oh, mom, don't go cry for here. If you cry now, fuck up, oh. You know, because other email, they come, they see me, they cry. In my mind, this me thinking, they try counter, they cry, they build up, I won't cry. Cry be they build up like this, so they counter, they cry, say, oh, mom, no go cry for here, now mess up, oh. Because all these other people now, if you can't see you, say, you be weakling, you be pussy, if you can't, they, you know, they use them for you, say, make I do like man. So now I quench the cry, they build up. They come like this. When my mom passed, I didn't cry. But when I was inside this cell, cry, they come. So that is to tell you, bro. So I did eventually cry, Sha. I man now. suppress the cry, sha. So I sit down there. Luckily for me again, in fact, now God just saved me for this entire issue. I was so lucky. Luckily for me again, some of the inmates within inside that jail, they now recognize me. In fact, so the longer you are in that cell, the higher up you get in the hierarchy, because they have like a government. So the longest person, the person that has been there the longest, is automatically the president of the cell. So like the second in charge, he has been there the second longest. So he was the second in charge. That guy was like, I know this guy. As he see my face, he goes, I know you now. Now they give us top 10 this thing. So a few other people even recognize me. So because that guy, who is like one of the leaders of the cell, he knew who I was. And they watch my saying they follow me, saying get many accounts, all those accounts, saying even turn on notification for my post. So no be saying just they see me like now my staunch follower. So he really can't like me, and he was one of the leaders of the cell. You see how lucky I I really thank God though. So I was so lucky. So that guy comes, I know you now. I love your content so much. The guy like me. And so the guy can't take me under his wing. So if not, waiting did they do Alejo for inside cell. So because of that guy, after he now recognized me and knew who I was, it became like I didn't suffer the same fates that other Alejos used to suffer. Those other Alejo will come because we're locked up in that cell. We are like 60. So I was locked up with 60 other guys in that jail, people from all over, different spheres of life, whether poor, whether rich, they for inside that place. In fact, some of the inmates, they were saying that that cell is the same cell where Naira Marley was locked up. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they said. So we plenty for inside the cell. So that our cell, they call them Singapore. When you enter the hotel, you say, welcome to Singapore. So it's called Singapore because it's actually one of the best of all the cells in that place. So I was incredibly lucky. I don't even know how that came. It's horrible, but it's better than what it would have been if I didn't. Now they laugh. That time it was not funny. So because this one of the leaders of the cell knew who I was, I had it a little easier. So they have like some mats, few mats and beds. Those beds, like this kind of student bed, wretched student bed, it was reserved for the leaders of the cell, the president and his vice president. That one is reserved for them. So normally now, stop that ties, everybody they sleep on top the cold ties in the night. Mosquito they bite you, cook will enter your body. But because that guy knew me, when night time reach, he can carry me, he can give me one wretched bed. It was a luxury, like to sleep on one wretched old smelling bed, so that my body will not touch the cold tiles. The bed, it was not that thick, very, but it was actually better than sleeping on the tiles. So I enjoyed that luxury. Then they no beat me, they no giddy me again. The other guys, they beat them, but because that guy took me under his wing, now nobody can they giddy me. But what else happened for that place again? Some things I no go fit talk. Some things I no go fit talk for these videos. They will leave that one. Everybody always talks about how the Nigerian police is horrible and all of them, they are so bad. It's not everybody. Some of them were actually nice. Some of the police officers, I cannot call their names, but some of them were actually really nice and they treated us, well. So kudos to them, kudos to them. And lastly, before I end this video, I want to thank Auntie Dayo for being so forgiving. If not that she actually later forgave me, I would have been there a lot longer. I would have gone through a lot more. It would have been a lot worse,
In July 2025, TikToker Olaoluwa Segun posted a viral video making false health allegations about Dayo Amusa. He misinterpreted her 2019 post where she shared her negative health test results to encourage health testing. Dayo Amusa denied the allegations and threatened legal action, saying, "He will be my scapegoat and serve as a lesson to others. I tested negative." Segun was arrested and detained at Yaba Kwanti police station for 2 days. Segun described it as, in quotes, the worst experience of my life, aside from losing his mother. He revealed that detention facility food was poor quality and having money determined whether detainees could eat properly. He also revealed that every new detainee is charged a voluntary levy of 10,000 naira to help feed other inmates without money. Segun was held with 60 other people in an open cell with cameras. On Monday, Dayo Amusa announced her decision to forgive Segun, posting, "Case closed."
Hello beautiful people, good evening out there. Okay, I'm not going to take much of your time. I'm making this video as regards the pending issue about myself and the content creator that defamed my character and also, put out there wrong information about my HIV status, which has went viral, having people have different impression and opinion about me. But then I did promise I was going to make him a scapegoat, which of course I did. But like I said, I'm not going to take much of your time. Along the line, I got to realize he just lost his mom. Along the line, I got to realize he's just a 27-year-old boy. Along the line, I got to meet a couple of his relatives, including his uncle lawyer. And along the line, they were, they actually reached out to some certain people I respect so much. And, okay, yeah, everybody was like, Dayo, this, blah, 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 blah. But I realized that in as much as I really, really want to make a scapegoat out of him, I don't see myself, having a 27-year-old boy with a bright future being remanded in prison, especially with the fact that he just lost his mom. So, well, I just felt the need to, withdraw, the charges against him. Most especially now that, it's out there that if you misbehave on the social media platform, if you pass informations that are not verified, and what is she for me? And like I said, I don't see myself, you understand, having a 27-year-old boy remanded in prison. So for that reason and some other reasons, I chose and I decided to withdraw the case, which I have done actually. But I believe in that little space of, back and forth in the last few weeks, he must have really, really, really learned his lessons. And for those of you that are still coming after me, telling me, he has apologized, blah, 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 calling me names, saying all sorts of, rubbish on comment section. I saw some comments, from his post and all that. I don't blame you. So, and I don't owe you any job. You get what I'm saying? So, anyway, to my friends, family, and fans out there, okay, so I felt the need to give you an update on how far it all went, and that I decided, you understand, to forgive him, and at the same time withdraw the case. You should go away on it's your me, despite his stupidity and foolishness. Having said that, I'm using this medium to also tell all bloggers, writers, reporters, journalists, and then the so-called social media analysts, the agbófinró, àwọn celebrities àti public figures that you think you can just, dive into our private lives and then start chanting trash. I'm saying this on behalf of myself and on behalf of my colleague. If you put out anything out there without making your findings, if you put out any misinformation out there, to defame our character and person, Barami, oh my be me shere, collectively, we will come after you, we will hunt you, and we will get hold of you and make sure, you understand, you pay for it. It is high time the social media space is being sanitized. Me, I no say make una no right within na one right. I no say make una no put right, create content where you won't create. I no say make you no pass information where you won't pass. You are free, na free world. But if you write waiting you are not sure of, if you don't get your facts before you write nonsense, if you don't get your facts before you put out any stupid rubbish publication out there that you are not sure of, that you don't have facts to back up, my darling, wọ́n máa gbé gidi gan ni ó dẹ̀ máa jìyà ẹ̀. I need you to understand that we are humans. Blood flows in our veins. As entertainers, we cannot take it upon ourselves to entertain and put smile on your face and make you happy. And all you people think is how to defame us, how to write stuff about us, all in the name of trying to, get revenue from your platforms. Le ma rò pé fẹ́ máa pa owó. Ẹ fẹ́ máa pa wá lẹ́kún. Kẹ́yìn máa fi pa owó. Ṣé dẹ̀ rò pé owó yẹn ẹ máa fi ṣe nǹkan re. Ẹ máa fi wo ẹjọ́. Ẹ máa fi wo àrùn, ẹ máa fi wo àìsàn. It is high time the social media space is being sanitized. So I not say make you no write what you want write. I not say make you no gbebonu. I not say make you no put one or two. Ṣé tẹ́ rẹ́yìn tẹ́tẹ́ pé ra yín ní social media analyst tẹ́kọ̀tò bí mọ́lá fọ́jú tẹ́ pọ̀pọ̀pọ̀ òṣì lórí Facebook lórí gbogbo àwọn social media platform tẹ́ máa jókòó tẹ́ máa set ring light tẹ́ máa sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbésí ayé aláyé bí ẹni pé ó tì ó ẹjọ́ ń bá wọn gbélé tẹ́ máa debate lórí ilé ayé aláyé bí ẹni pé ó tì ó ṣojú yín tọ́ta yín ta báyìí èmi ò mọ fún yín o but tá bá rí ẹnikẹ́ni ni mo sọ àti writer kan àti blogger àti whoever this one no be cruise catching ariwo kọ́ ni music ṣó ti yé yín even with this so-called content creator you see me make I come out come catch any cruise I no need am but the guy sef he sabi wetin dey go on you understand mo dẹ̀ ro ti kúnlẹ̀ abiyamọ torí mo nírú ẹ̀ lé mo nírú ẹ̀ lábúrò tí ó bá kí n ṣayé education àti gbé pé bóyá èèyàn ṣe kíní gan pápá gan máa bí lọ́mọ because he's just 27 years old. So ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fi Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ yín ṣó ti yé yín èmi ò ní kẹ́ má kọ nǹkan tó bá wùn yín tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kọ mi ní kẹ́ má kọ nǹkan mi ò ná yín nǹkan tó bá wùn yín ní kẹ́ kọ but make sure whatever you are writing is verified. Make sure you have your facts. Make sure you have evidence to back it up because if not we will come for you. We will track you down. We will have you arrested and you will face the consequences of your actions unapologetically. Eléyìí ti lọ, ó lọ, ẹ jẹ́ ká dé mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. On a final note, okay? Because, yeah, like I said, I do my HIV status like every year. You understand? The last result I had was like 7 months ago. But just to satisfy your curiosity and just because I see some people that are asking me, she get abi she no get, ìyá yín ló máa ní HIV. Kò yé yín, ìyá yín ló máa ní HIV. So I'm still going to post my very recent results that is less than 48 hours. You understand? For whom it may concern. Ẹ lè pick it up, bàbá rí ntẹ́fẹ́ fi ṣe, kẹ́ fi ṣe. But at the same time, I'm still going to say what I have said, I am repeating again. It is very, very important as an individual to know your HIV status. Okay? It is very, very important for your sake and for the sake of your loved ones. It is very important for you to know your status. In case you realize that you're positive, it is not the end of the world. You can still, live a good life, even with the fact that you're living with HIV. You understand what I'm saying? But it is good for you to know. So that when you know, it is very, very important for you to seek medical help. It is very important for you to see a doctor, do the needful, get your medications, and of course, continue to live a good life and a well-protected life so as not to affect your loved ones and the beautiful people around you. Eshe o, Dayo Amusa is HIV negative and I still remain HIV negative.
To err is human, to forgive is divine. She shared Segun's apology video where he said, I want to apologize to our fans. I'm very sorry about that. Now we are friends.
And I want to apologize to her fans. Very sorry about that.
Okay.
Now we are friends now.
Okay, friends. Your godmother, right?
So thank you guys for your support. Thanks for your concern. Thanks for the messages, calls, and everything. But so here is human to forgive is divine. So, let's close.
The case highlights the serious consequences of spreading false information on social media and reveals realities about Nigeria's detention system. What do you think about Dayo Amusa's decision to forgive? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to RNN TV for more exclusive Nigerian stories. Thanks for watching. I am Esther Olateju.